Hey there, everybody. It's Nevsoft again. How do you do? So here's episode 2. So let's get right into it. Now, you might have noticed. I'm sure, like a lot of people noticed. I look like crap. Literally, just terrible. Looks like I got hit by a semi, and then buried. Brought up again, hit by another semi, and then buried once more. Now there's a way to fix this. Over here, we have the handy-dandy humanity. That's something they patched in later on. Well, not initially, I guess, but there used to be only one humanity, then it went up to 2, then 3. So, they added it in so people could actually become human again. I gotta remember how to do this. It's been a while. I think I gotta use it first. There we go. There. Now, if you look in the upper left-hand corner there, I have one humanity. Now I'm going to sit down here and reverse hollowing. And I'm human again. Yay! When you hollow, you become a zombie, which is what I was. There's a whole lore into this game about how why you look the way you look when you die.
Well, what do we have here? You must be a new arrival. Let me guess, fate of the undead, right? Well, you're not the first, but there's no salvation here. You'd have done better to rot in the undead asylum. But too late now. Well, since you're here, let me help you out. There are, actually, 2 bells of awakening. One's up above in the undead church. The other is far, far below, in the ruins at the base of Blight Town. Ring them both, and something happened. Brilliant, right? Not much to go on, but I have a feeling that won't stop you. So, off you go. It is why you came, isn't it? To this accursed land of the undead?
That guy's kind of a dick. But he doesn't kill you, so that's a plus. I've noticed in this game that almost every NPC you talk to, they just kind of laugh whenever they're done talking. Seriously, almost everybody. This girl is going to be important later on when I get the necessary item to talk to her. Now let's go down below, because that guy said to go down below first, so let's go down here. And I have died at this location, I don't know how many times. Just because I was running down here and didn't look if the elevator was here. Man, I'm ripped. Not that ripped in real life. Now, the reason I'm coming down here is, first, there's few items, and secondly is to show you where not to go. Do not go down here. Unless you're pretty skilled, I just avoid this area. I mean, the enemies right in the beginning area aren't that bad. If I can actually hit one, there we go. But when you get to the actual level of this place over there, where that castle is, they're actually quite tough. I don't know why, but these guys, I seem to always miss one of these dudes when I'm down here. And you'll hear it. One of them, like, dies or something, and I think I get souls for it, but I forget. There's always one guy, and it always makes this one sound, and I can never place where he dies at. You don't really need to kill him, but I like killing him because I like putting people out of their misery. Item number 1, besides that souls, is the S-Stock. This is why I come down here a lot. This is usually my starting weapon until I get something a bit better. There's 2 different ways you can inflict damage. Well, there's several, actually, but 2 primary ways. There's Strength and there's Dex. Dex is for your, like, really fast weapons, and Strength is for, you know, the slower weapons, like the one I'm using, the club. But I prefer using Dex weapons so I can strike faster. I don't think I have the necessary stats to use it right now, but as soon as I level, I will. But I'm probably not going to level for a while, actually. You know, that guy didn't die this time. Strange. Alright, now, if you followed me down here, that's all well and good. Don't do this part, though. You're gonna die. No ifs, ands, or buts. You're gonna die. Actually, I think I did this in the wrong order. Yeah, I did. Oh well. We're doing it live. Cross the bridge of death right here. And follow this crevasse to that shiny thing all the way down there. Everything in this game world is either dead or dying. And that includes you. You died. You're dead. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. When you begin the game, you have died already. That's how you became zombie, pretty much. Don't go for that other item in there, because this thing will come to life and it will tear you up. But these two things are fine. Don't go too far into that circle, then he'll trigger and eat you. It's not pleasant. You know what? I am just going to ignore that item down there. There's another item. It's up there on top of this little shelf. I'll try and show it to you. It's called the Red Tear Stone, and when you get low health, it'll, yeah, there somewhere. It'll, do double damage, but, I'm not going to try and risk it, because I have souls, and I'd rather not die. It would have been a waste of humanity earlier. Run! He doesn't follow you, he just stays there. Now up here to the left, there's actually, you've seen it before because I walked by it earlier, it's a cavern, and this leads to, actually, the area that guy was talking about, but we're not going to go that way because I don't want to die, and I would probably die. And dying is something kind of unavoidable in this game. There's always one required death. There's a way you can get around it, but I usually don't use it. But, usually you're gonna die anyway, so I wouldn't bother trying to stay alive. There are people that do, no death runs, that stream it to, Twitch. You should check those guys out. I watched one girl, she's from Japan, she actually did this game with no weapons, and she was just punching everything. I can't imagine doing that. You do literally no damage with your hands. There is a weapon that allows you to punch with your hands, but it's actually a weapon and not your hands. Now this guy will give you the rundown. I talked about it earlier, about how you're hollowed and you're a zombie and you look like crap. But when you're dead and you talk to him, he'll tell you about humanity and whatnot. This game's lore is really interesting. You don't see it on the outset, but if you do a little bit of digging, there's just immense lore. You could watch it for days. There's this guy actually on the on YouTube. He goes by ENB, Epic Name Bro. He does lore videos on this game, and they're amazing. I suggest checking out his channel if you have the time.
Hello there. I believe we are not acquainted. I am Petrus of Thoroland. Have you business with us? If not, I'd prefer to keep a distance, if possible.
Kind of rude.
Hello there. I realize that I have requested that we retain our distance, but I also want you to know that it is not meant in ill will. Here, take this, as a token of peace. No, go ahead. It's for you.
Money, 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 money! Money!
Oh my. You again. Oh, I know. How about this? I have to await my companions here anyway. So what if I were to teach you some miracles? Would that please you? Very well. Now let me share my miracles. Only their ultimate effectiveness will be determined by your efforts and your faith.
Learn the gesture. Now, covenants are kind of funny, actually.
Come again. The effectiveness of the teachings depend upon your faith.
They do different things. For one thing, if you level up in a certain covenant, you get items from that covenant. I usually join a different covenant than this, but I want to actually have access to some co-op partners later, so I joined that covenant. And that's the other thing, that when you have co-op partners, there's a way you can summon them, and you have to use the item that I'll get in a little bit. But their summon signatures won't show up a lot, especially now that the game's been out for a while. This game's been out for years, so not a lot of people play it besides hardcores like me. But the covenants work like this. They give you a kind of a boost in reputation, so that your summon signature shows up with people from that covenant more. It's kind of weird. Jump down here because there is loot galore down here. Having some frame rate stutter, that's strange. Usually that happens in another area quite a bit. The item I just got it's a PvP item. You use it and you can invade other people's worlds and be a dick and steal their humanity. It's kind of a mean thing to do, but I've done it on occasion. It's quite fun. Now run, because these guys will tear you up, especially if you're just beginning. I usually only get that and then leave, but let's see if I can get the other thing. I did! Yes! Alright, now just book it out of here. Run! They're quite fast too, so just keep on laying on the gas until you get away. But follow this path, you should be able to get away from them, no problem. My controller is hindering my progress. There we go. Whew, made it. Sometimes I get to this point and they're too close and I can't sit down at the bonfire. It's annoying, and then I'll die a painful death. Now there's one more item in this area that we'll get, and then we'll proceed to the first area. We might call the video before we enter it, and then I'll upload this one, and then we'll make another one. Now these things that I pick up, like Soul of Lost Undead, Soul of this, Soul of that, they're XP. They're, like I said, they're souls, but they're in a hard form. When you die, you don't lose them. I just call it like hard currency, because you use your XP for money too. Soul of Lost Undead, Soul of Maiden Soldier. The bigger they are, the more souls they yield when you use them. But I never use them right when you get them, unless you absolutely need it for some reason. I usually carry them with me until I absolutely need to use them, and I have some easy currency to use. Oh, miss. Got stabbed there a couple times. Usually I can parry those guys no problem. But like I said in the last video, I'm quite rusty. Oh man, be ashamed to die here. Oh, I did! Damn it! First step. You died. But that's dying in Dark Souls. They just mock you with it. You just know, oh, you dead. Too bad. It's like, you died. Now, you can see on these load screens, there's a bit of lore. That's where you find most of the story, actually, is in the item descriptions. That was a waste of humanity. Damn it. Oh well. Now, when you die, you become hollow again, obviously, because I look like I did like at the beginning of the video. But you also drop your souls. If you look in the lower right-hand corner, I've lost all my XP that I've gained. So right now, we're heading back, because my XP actually isn't gone, it's just lying on the ground in a lump. Oh! Joining the fray, are you? There. Killed him that dang jerk. But that green blob I got was my souls. If you look now, I have my souls back again. And I'm a bit of a completionist. I always get every single item I can whenever I play through a Souls game, whether I need it or not. That is dangerous. It's I've died there a couple times, but whenever I jump it scares the living daylights out of me. I don't like it. I'm a bit afraid of heights in real life, so jumping over heights usually doesn't bode well with me. Oh, some armor. Let's actually stop being naked for a bit. There we go. That's medium armor. As you can hear, that I make a lot of noise when I move, so I can't be quite stealthy as I'd like to be. I usually stick with, oh, light armor. I forgot about that guy. And the item that I picked up below this bridge is actually quite useful. It's probably one of the most useful items in the game. When you die, you won't lose your humanity or your souls when you wear the ring that I just picked up. And if you died and you didn't have it on, you put it on and you won't lose the souls that you drop on the ground if you happen to die again. It's kind of like an insurance policy. So here's actually the next area that we're going to go to. Whoa! Frick, man, he usually doesn't go right after me like that. But this is the Undead Berg. And this is one of the areas that, if you remember, I said that we'd go to in the skybox when the crow was taking us here. But I think I'm going to call it a day, so until next time, guys, have a good day.